Hello, hello everybody! How's everyone doing? It's been a little while, have you missed me? Who we got in chat for today? I see Hyper, I see Zwei, I see Habari, I see Pickles, I see Neko. How is everyone doing? It hasn't been a fucking year. It's been a little while since I have last heard from y'all. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna get some music on while we do a little bit of chit-chatting. Haven't seen you in a year? God, it sounds like work. Also just woke up. Nice. I want this song. Yeah, how's everyone been? I heard you had a not great time yesterday, Neko, and I am sorry for that. We're just gonna put some of this music on that we're gonna hear later anyways. Just to put on something in the background. Yeah, I've been away for a little while, as you probably know, because I've been taking a little bit of a stream break just to kind of relax a little bit, which has been very nice. It's been very nice actually getting relaxing and working on the multi-game marathon. Hopefully people have been enjoying the nonsense that's been the multi-game marathon. Playing a game before I go back to school next week, too. Yeah! Excuse me, I haven't seen you in so long! It's been forever, Christy! How you been? But yes, I've been working on the multi-game marathon, was most of my break, besides when I was not, like, you know, relaxing and enjoying life a little bit. Which has been one of the things. But, I do have something new to announce. So, I have 2 new alerts. One of them is not shown off yet, because it's more of a gimmick for this game we're doing. But I do have a new year-long gimmick, because I unfortunately decided I want to improve as a person. So I joked about this for a while. If you go check the store now, the Streamlabs redeems, there's a new redeem available for everyone. There it is. There's the swear jar. One of my goals for this year is to swear less. So this one's going to be a free one. So I have this giant stack of quarters over here to work with. So every time I say a swear and someone calls me out, I'm going to add a quarter to the jar, and at the end of the month, / my next available paycheck at the end of the month, I will cash those out as gifted members. No, it only counts if I swear. But, on the other hand, if someone calls me out for swearing and I did not swear, I'm going to take a quarter out of the jar. So it becomes a bit of a game now. Because I want to improve myself to swear less. So I think that's going to be a fun idea. So I am starting out with 2 quarters already in the jar. Again, that stuff doesn't count. If I swear, do I get a quarter? No. Oh, how you doing, cat? It's been forever. You know what? I can put a quarter in. I'll count it. Fuck, shit, ass, cunt. I think those are the major swears. Pretty much all the major swears will be what it counts. Now here's the real question, then we're going to call out that swear. I have the quarter ready, I'll take it. Be full within a week. Yeah, mine probably would be too. No. If me reading your chat message aloud does not count as swearing. On a 20-second timer still. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I did update some of the timers on the redeems. But you know what? I'll give you that one. I'll put it in the jar. We're good. But yeah, that'll be the new year gimmick for me. Is specifically for my swearing. There's Chunky. He's dead. Because yeah, it's one of those, I want to improve myself. Keep in mind, this only counts for stream, doesn't really count for video. Brainstorm some loopholes. A swear jar, very fun. It's actually gonna be, I think it's gonna be fun. But I suppose, enough dillying and enough dallying. I suppose we should get started with our game. So, the game I want to start with, just because, I'll be honest, I've been in the mood to play it. I've been in the mood to play Blaster Master Zero. Which, as I said in the introduction thing for my little, like, Discord thing, is like, hey, This is a remake of an NES game. This is one of the best remakes of an NES game I've ever seen and played. In the near future, on planet Earth, many kinds of creatures once coexisted on this verdant planet. But after countless wars and untold environmental destruction... Howdy, Dreadfriend, how you doing? The planet plunged into an ice age. Humanity was left with no choice but to migrate en masse to underground. That's for Anton Blast, Christy, not Blaster Master. When the Ice Age finally came to an end, humans began developing methods. While they were living underground to one day restore their planet to the lush green landscape it once was. During this time, a large, mysterious comet fell to the Earth. Yes, I believe I've heard of Clement. However, the progress of restoring their lost ecosystem was coming along well, and humanity was eventually able to live on the surface again. Several hundred years have passed since then. Enter a young man named Jason Frudnick, known for being a genius in the field of robotic engineering. One day he came upon a creature he had never seen before. Look at that stupid shirt. No records of this creature existed. I love how fat the frog looks. With his interest in this mysterious creature piqued, Jason named it Fred and began to observe it closely. But after some time had passed, Fred escaped. Jason gave chase and he observed Fred jump into a mysterious hole that appeared seemingly out of nowhere. He was rather astonished by the phenomenon he witnessed. But Jason followed Fred down the same hole. He eventually found himself in a cave deep underground. That's where he discovered a large vehicle. Almost as if the vehicle with the name Sophia the Third on the side was inviting him in. The door to the cockpit opened up. In order to bring Fred back, Jason hopped into Sophia the Third and set out on his adventure. Little did he know, the strange phenomenon were only just getting started. So, let's actually go over a little bit of some fun stuff. Blaster Master Zero is a remake of an NES game and a lore fixing of a lot of the Blaster Master stuff. This takes stuff from the original NES game, both the English and Japanese copies of the game, because they were different story-wise. It also takes from some of the books that were written back in the day just to kind of like, hey, we're going to get some money off old Nintendo products, so we're going to make a story for Blaster Master Zero. For Blaster Master. And it's been putting elements on here, and this is kind of just to like fix the lore and make things make sense. How was the fall? Terrible. It was awful. Do I need a swear jar macro on my laptop? You might. But I suppose, let's get started. Alright, chat, which save slot we picking? You have 1 through 27. Which one do you want? Pick me a number, chat. Give me a number. Any number. Any number at all. 22? 5? 18? 21? 42? We don't have 42. Christy's out. And the demon? I guess we'll go with 18 because I saw Hyper put it in first. And another thing you can do with multiplayer, the multiplayer isn't particularly amazing. I am going to show this off later once I get a person with me to do this. But for now, let's enter Area 1. 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42! Is this one of those underground forest areas they made during the last Ice Age? Hundreds of years have passed, but the ecosystem is alive and well. It would seem that the preservation system is still functioning somehow. Better still keep my guard up. Never know what would still be here. So, let's go over a little bit of our stuff here first off. This is Sophia the Third. This is our tank. Sophia the Third eventually becomes one of the most ridiculous tanks I've ever seen. And we also have good old Jason Frednick over here. Right now we're going to focus on Sophia because most of this 2D platform stuff is mainly Sophia's expertise. So she has her basic little blaster. She also has the strobe missile. Great for getting rid of enemies. It's your strongest attack you have for right now. Careful. Those little green guys over here are relatively annoying little creatures because once they catch you, they're just gonna ascend to the heavens after you. I didn't expect him to just fly into space and never come back, but you know what? Fair enough. You do you, little creature. You do you. Oh no. And fell on the first jump. Excellent. Those are the lost numbers. I see. One of the big changes, because remember, as I've said at the beginning, this is a remake of an NES game. One of the greatest things they've added to this game is the R button. The R button lets you shoot diagonally. It makes life significantly easier to be able to shoot diagonally. Like, despite all like the newer graphics and that kind of stuff, like the biggest change they put is, hey, you can shoot diagonally now, and it's great. It's a Castlevania 4 diagonals. I wanted to swear, but I couldn't. I'm trying not to. Red signal is definitely being transmitted from the forest area. Receiver was being displayed on the monitor. I guess I'm pretty lucky that Sophia the Third has the functionality like this. With the receiver, I'm able to get a general idea where Fred is. I can't help but wonder how Sophia can track his signal, though. Then again, I don't really know how anything in this machine works yet. What's with the crowns you see? I believe that is what YouTube calls their EXP thing. So the more you're chatting, you'll have a crown, and you'll be like labeled like tier list. You have tiers now in the chat. Just to talk around and like, hey, see who's participating the most and who's not. Anyways, this is Jason. Jason can take bullets, not very great, but he has a gun, it does damage. A big thing to know about Jason is he's not nearly as mobile as Sophia. He unfortunately has breakable human legs, which sucks. Mr. Frednick does not have a strong leg game. He very much skipped every single possible leg day. Ooh, careful. Well, thankfully you can crawl, and he can get to some areas Sophia can't, so you do have to get used to using Jason a bit, but if you have the option in the 2D section, you might as well play the tank. But in here, we get the other gameplay style of Blaster Master, the top-down sections. Again, big change, you can shoot diagonally. Once we actually get one of these, I can go over the main gimmicks of the game. So these other things are grenades, they do extra damage, but the big thing you want to be picking up here are these little pink collectibles, because these upgrade your gun. So our level 1 gun is this tiny little pea shooter. Our level 2, it's our tiny little pea shooter hit from afar. So every single weapon, pink thing you get, your weapon gets stronger and stronger. This one now shoots from afar and goes through walls. It's quite helpful. But on that same coin though, every single time you take damage, you lose a weapon level. So you gotta be very careful to not be taking hits. Don't be taking hits you can't be taken. Because, as expected, the stronger your weapon, the more damage it does. Get that out of here. Ooh, I'm out of here. So, one of the other new changes again, we have the map. The original game did not have a map. It desperately needed a map. And unfortunately, just like the original, for a little level like this, it will still make you walk out. Later levels with power-ups and stuff like that will actually just let you go right back to the entrance. They won't make you walk back out, but since this isn't too far, it's not too bad. This is kind of just getting the vibes in. And now, once we get to Sophia, oh no. Get these giant mutants. Yeah, you can jump up the ladder faster. It's very helpful. As expected. This also, your checkpoints. If for whatever reason you can't get back to Sophia and you can get to a checkpoint, you can just call Sophia right back over to you. It's great. Love this game and its series. Blaster Master's great and Zero is fantastic. But now, we have a map. So now we can see the entire world and that there was a lot more in that first area that we just couldn't do yet. Another thing you can turn on right now is the receiver. This is mostly helpful for new players or people who have never played this game before, because that little thing in the top right will start notifying you, hey, you're getting near something important. You should probably be paying attention. namely like bosses and that kind of stuff. So this one doesn't have a boss in this little area, so it's not the most important thing to do. This is more just to collect some of the stuff. So it doesn't really go off, but do keep that in mind. Also, how you doing, Cloud? Welcome in. Get out of here. I will say every time, these little green enemies right here, these little like Goomba things. I don't know why I always think of them having like dog ears on the top, like middle thing, because it looks like their eye in the middle there, and it looks like they have like little dog ears, like if you've seen dog ears that like curl over or whatever. Like they look like they have little dog ears and just one eye. Is that just me? Am I weird for seeing that? I mean, I know I'm weird, but is that weird for that reason? I can also see a tennis ball. I can definitely see them as little tennis balls. Tennis balls of doom! Destruction! Got that. So, another thing is, definitely destroy these rocks, because, hey, gun upgrades. Hey, look, we got a gun upgrade from an enemy. Still not at a new gun right now, but I will take the long shot. The long shots are very helpful. I don't know why I feel the need to explain it. It's just instinct. Hey, new weapon! We now have the shotgun. So this shoots as a shotgun would expect. It's kind of just, hey, nice little spread. It helps get rid of some of these rocks a little more efficiently. And can do good damage up close, but it's a bit of a slow fire rate, so do keep that in mind before you go gung-ho in there. Forms, labs, and assemblers. That's for Factorio. We're not doing Factorio today. Yeah, a big thing, again, take advantage of the diagonal shots carefully. Alright, so once I can get out of here without taking damage, perfect. We can see our two new weapons. The machine gun. Now, the machine gun's pretty nice. It's got a pretty good rate of fire, but it does lose accuracy over time. But thankfully, because of it having that lower accuracy over time, you can actually use it to make some interesting shots you normally cannot make. So don't count the rapid fire out just because it's a little inaccurate. You can use it for some nice little tricky things. I also just remembered I forgot to put this up on my screen. Yeah, I hope you all missed tutorial Wing It for a little bit. Gotta give me a second. I gotta kind of autopilot some commentary here to get back to the swing of things. And last but certainly not least for now, we have the deflector. We have Shine. It is a counter. It will deflect all projectiles back at any enemies that it deflects. And if you perfectly time it, it will actually deflect anywhere on your screen, not just in front of you, and fires back a much more powerful shot. So don't also ignore the deflector. It's very nice. But as you can see, these gun levels are higher and higher. You get hit, you lose them quicker and quicker. So as nice as the stronger weapons are, it's not a bad idea to remember your little weapons. Stupid little flying creatures that I hate. Ba-da-ba-bum. And we have this thing, can't do anything to it, so we just kind of got to leave for now. So, Cloud, have you ever played Blastomaster Zero? I assume you have, if you played Blastomaster. Or are you meaning you played the Zero series? Out of my way. Yeah, don't feel afraid to use your extra attacks as well. Because they take the blue energy, which you can get through collecting those blue spheres, and, you know, just naturally, because Sophia the Third is just goated with the sauce and will naturally recover itself. Now, unlike Advance Wars, Sophia the Third is quite literally built different. It can go underwater. Wingit Plays 03. So you're in the same basic position I am, where like I loved 1 and 2 and just have yet to sit down and do 3. But yes, those naughty submarines you see all the time that you never get to fight back, that you have to get a cruise or whatever. Nah, Sophia says, come here. Who built this tank? This tank is just starting. You're just beginning to see the ridiculousness of this tank. Although it does unfortunately not have the best water controls right now. So Jason does have a little bit better mobility underwater, so always keep in mind your character. And now I believe we're first time actually getting to a boss arena. Batman? It's the Bat Tank. We're gonna actually take advantage of our wall-piercing shot here. Just kind of kill these things easy. Because I want to get to a weapon. Cloud, I think, knows exactly what weapon I'm trying to get to. Especially if you play this, because let me tell you, there's some shenanigans. More of the evil tennis balls of doom! Yeah, thankfully, they're not too strong. You could just kind of shoot them and get rid of them. I think we're just going to use this, just to clear this out a little bit quickly. Very. Yeah, there's kind of one main weapon that everybody uses. Easy select to just hold L. Get out of my way, you stupid little ball. These capsules. I also just really love this song. I assume y'all can hear everything right. I'm not completely crazy. I didn't mess up my first stream so far. We can take this shot. Yep. Perfect. Yeah, I guess to show off these enemies, if they're in their range, as you see the little white ball, that will determine how they move. Walk past them, they charge at you like a thwomp. They're thwomps capsules, effectively. Anything in these? Sounds good, thank you. Yeah, thankfully these ones don't change their line. I think later ones do. I think this will be enough for us. I think this is exactly what we need to get to the rest of our weapons. And it is. Yes, Tarani is mommy. Next up, we have the Striker, or Lightning Bolt if you want to call it. Now, as we shoot it, it can only shoot one at a time, so it seems kind of not great. But it will attack anything in a relative range, about a screen's worth of range. It will attack every single enemy on screen, so make your shots and you'll clear a room pretty quick. Next up, we have the Flamethrower. It's a flamethrower. I don't need to explain too much on this. It kind of works exactly as it advertises on the tin. It will burn enemies for extra damage over time. A couple little weird traversal things, but the most important thing we have now is this one, the Wave Beam. The Wave Beam is the strongest weapon in the game, no questions, bar none. Now, while all our other weapons have certain circumstances they're particularly good in, or bad in, the Wave Beam's just always good. The Wave Beam tears through everything. It is the best thing in the game. It sees your tight matchup chart and says Wave Beam. It sees your weapon triangle and says Wave Beam. It is the ultimate item. So whenever you don't know what to use and you have a Wave Beam, just use Wave Beam. It hits full screen, it stuns, it goes through walls, it has high damage. It shoots as fast as you can mash it. Does it do your taxes? Yes, it does. It does it all. And again, and also where it interjects in the middle, that's where you get that sweet spot of extra damage. It also pierces and goes through armor. Wave Beam does not care. Wave Beam is all slices, it dices, it makes chillin' fries. Exactly. Whatever you need, the Wave Beam can do. It can even make sandwiches. Make sandwiches out of your enemies. And now, let's put Wave Beam to work, shall we? What the hell is that? Some giant mutant? Damn it, I guess I gotta do this. Warning! The lair of the Force Destroyer, Mother Brain! So this is our first boss fight, so... Nope, shit. And dead. The deed is done. Wave Beam does it all! It's great! That boss fight has a whole, like, you have to avoid its, like, line of babies it shoots at you and, like, avoid a bunch of stuff, and as an invul, Wave Beam does not care! It's great! But there is the unfortunate fact that the Wave Beam is the strongest weapon, which does mean it's the first to go when you get hit. Anyways, we got Hyper Shot. This powers up Sophia's main shot. This looks like this chip can restore one of Sophia's functions. Analyzed by the chip is being displayed inside my helmet. Beam obliterate! Exactly. I got a feeling that there's more chips like this out there. Makes me wonder just who in the world made all of this tech. Man, I'd love to dig all this, but I gotta focus on finding Fred. You gotta find that frog. I will find the frog. I am the best frog finding boy. No one finds frogs better than Jason Frudnick. Looks like Fred's signal isn't coming from the forest area anymore. Let's see. Looks like it's coming from some kind of residential area. That is actually pretty close by. Okay, let's get this show on the road. All this for a frog? Yes. Jason found a cool frog and decided... And it falls to flamethrower. Yeah. Is the frog really worth it? I mean, he's never seen a frog before. It's a new creature to him. Of course it's worth it. And I mean, he got this sweet tank. I think this is overall a good reason to go look for a frog. You kidding me? I get Sophia the Third, one of the best tanks in existence. It's great. Which, funny enough, this is the frog finding angle was actually, I believe, if I remember correctly, only in the American version of Blaster Master on the NES. That was not in the Japanese version, because the Japanese version was Metaphite, where I believe, I don't think they had a name. I think his name might have been Kane, I think. I think his name was Kane in the original, the Japanese version, where you're fighting the mutant horde to, you know, defend your home planet, which, you know, makes a lot more sense. Then we're gonna go look for a frog. I'm missing that collectible. I want to go in that little area first. Woo! Yeah, also, this thing just does more damage now. Can I get up there? No, I can't get up there yet. Okay. Let's go this way, maybe. Because I know I'm missing a sub-weapon here, so I would like to get that, because it's actually fairly helpful. No. Come on. Come on. It shouldn't be that hard. Pilot tank. Oh, wait, can I not? Am I stupid? I think I'm stupid. I mean, I know I'm stupid, but shut up. Because I gotta get up there. Can I get up there right now, or do I have to wait till later? Because I... No, I know I can get up there, because I've got up there before. I think we go up and around. Either way, we have the crusher shot, so we can do the thing up here anyways. But yeah, you go down that way. But because we have the crusher shot, you can now deal with these little enemies. I wanted to swear so badly. It's really hard sometimes. Life up increases Jason Sophia's life by 1. So yeah, these little green hexagons, you'll want to collect in every single area because it's just extra hit points. Which, by the way, if Jason ever takes damage for whatever reason that doesn't just instantly kill him, lifts. If he hops back in Sophia, he'll get fully healed, so... On occasion, it's not a bad idea to just hop out as Jason and take the hits to deal with some small fries. Because Jason's health gets restored every time, Sophia does not. The jar eludes you, Wingit, for now. I'm trying. I'm really trying. But I guess I should go over our grenades. They're grenades. They do good damage. Throw them. They also can break some certain walls. They're pretty helpful for extra DPS. And one of those other changes, which actually is a nerf to the grenades from the NES version. Because in the NES version, you actually had unlimited grenades. You didn't have to stop throwing them. You could just throw them endlessly. But here they're limited on ammo. But with some of the grenades we get through the game, there's a good reason they're limited. Anyways. Warning. The lair of Drap Trappers. Where are you? Thankfully, the Drap Trappers do get stunned by Wave Beam, because like everything else does. Now this guy's the easy one, because he will always sit in the middle. Yeah, lightning's actually a pretty good option here. I think I'll show that off here in a second once they lay out some grenades. And yeah, you can clear out all the grenades with just a lightning shot if you hit it. So again, despite how bonkers Wave Beam is, the other weapons still have their place. Ooh! Keeping that Wave Beam. You can't stop me. That was not the upgrade I thought I was going to get there, huh? Anyways, ignition bomb, a sub-weapon that sets a bomb that can be triggered again by pressing the sub-weapon. We have remote bombs now. They're okay. I don't particularly use them very much. Compared to normal grenades, look at this chip lets me use a new sub-weapon. Gotta figure out how to read my surroundings and use the best weapon for the... Yep, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Frudnick. Shut up. Alrighty then. Oh, it's all the way down there. That's the one I'm missing. Okay. Out my way. Is it this way or is it straight down? I think it's straight down. Yeah, because that gets me to the next section of the game. I want to go this way real quick. Actually, let's just go with Solo Jason for a little while. Give Sophia a quick little break. Jason's at least a little quicker underwater for now, so... I love his dinky little gun in here. Very funny little gun. And yeah, you just annihilate everything. Nothing gets to live. Kill all! Although Jason will keep his HP as you go into areas, so do be careful with Jason. He's a frail little boy. He's a frail little researcher man. Scientist? Yeah, no, he's a robotic engineer. That's what he does. That's what he does professionally. Tank driver in his free time. Tank driver by day. Or no, yeah. Yeah, robotics engineer by day, tank driver by night. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, I've missed these redeems. I've missed everyone in chat. I will say that. I have very much missed streaming during my whole, like, break to record stuff for the multi-game marathon. Is this the one where we have it? Yeah, we do. Okay. Oh, yeah, if you pause, you can also get a little bit more of the view of Jason's suit, which is pretty cool. I like it. Anyways, we're full up on weapons. We could just kind of head straight towards the boss and get to blasting. Warning! The layer of Thousand Vials. Now, as much as I've been praising Wave Beam, this is actually one of the sections where Striker works very well due to enemy rushes. A fair amount of these little enemy rushes can be dealt pretty good with Wave Beam. And Wave Beam will do the job if you don't want to think about it very much, but I do recommend trying out Striker a little bit here, because once these rushes get more and more enemies in them, you're going to want that extra DPS towards everything. Thankfully, it's just a quick little L hold and 2 clicks up to grab this. Hey, Keaton, how you doing? As you can see, just kind of clear the room. Yeah, keep your gun level high. And it will reward you. Is that it? Nope, still got a bunch more. Yeah, Striker. Fantastic. Striker is Vlad spelled backwards. Huh. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, they're a little creepy. But for defeating those creepy faces, we got the Thunderbreaker. Something that shoots the lightning from directly beneath Sophia. Been more stressful than it needs to be. Oof, I'm sorry. So let's head back and put that Thunderbreaker in Sophia and see it get put to work. Because I feel like Thunderbreaker is one of the more underappreciated Sophia sub-weapons. At least from what I was seeing and watching people play the game in my own time, doing some recreational to kind of like, hey, let's go watch some playthroughs and see what people think and do. Level 4 over level 7 over 2 weeks. Oof. So, the Thunderbreaker. Whereas our missiles will shoot right in front of us, the Thunderbreaker shoots right below us. So, grateful if you want to effectively get something close to a Goomba stomp on these enemies. But where the Thunderbreaker really shines is underwater. So it will shoot a nice long hit for a bunch of individual shots for a big damage. And will also hit everything in the water. So if you're underwater, equip the Thunderbreaker, do yourself a favor. Put the toaster in the bath for these mutants and get rid of them. As we overshadowed by Holy Missile, yes and no. Oh, so how you doing, Dragonite? Welcome in. toaster in the bath. I mean, what else do you want me to say? Like, it's great. If you get rid of these things, it's fantastic. Actually, you could just turn off the enemies effectively if you want to spend the bloom. But let's get out of Area 1 and head off to Area 2, the residential district. So this is the residential area. This place has sure seen better days. Looks like there's mutants here. Gotta make my way through very carefully. No source displayed on my monitor. Let's see where it leads. So this will be your first good example of the radar being able to help you get to different locations. Now those things, those stupid little worms that I hate. Dying on Starlow and Pacifist. Oof. These stupid little worms, they go right under your main shot. So the way to really deal with them are, you have about 3 main ways of dealing with them. A sub-weapon like the triple missile does pretty good. You can again equip the Thunderbreaker to Goomba Stomp them effectively. I don't know why Goomba Stomp has been in my vernacular right now, but it is my vernacular. Ow. Take care of some tricky little platforming. Another thing you can do is Jason can pop out and just deal with those. You can Thunderbreaker to Goomba Stomp them. If you are kind of just low on SP and have nothing else to work with, remember, Jason heals whenever he hops back in Sophia. So a not terrible option is just hop out of Sophia and mash the gun button to just deal with them and get rid of them. It's not a bad option now. Now, because of something I'm doing, we're going to kind of ignore the signal for now. We'll deal with that a little later. I said we're dealing with that a little later. We're not dealing with that now. Of Mega Man? I can definitely see it reminding people of Mega Man. I'm assuming Mega Man is what you're talking about. Typically Mega Man or Gunvolt. We are going to go back for that in a little while, but we're going to leave it there for now. Because there's one thing I want to get to as soon as possible so we can actually put up the other redeem I have for the game and just in general. Yeah, just again, worms suck. Just kill them, Thunderbreak them, until you get the significantly better option that comes in a little later. Could add Thunderbreakers to the games. They really need to. Which, by the way, the Thunderbreaker proc also will hit in the poison water. I definitely want to play the Gunvolt games. I've not played them at all yet. I've heard they're really good. Yes, that little bastard. Yeah, those things are annoying. They'll hop and get rid of you. But, again, you don't even have to, like, get super close if you want to spend the SP. You can just kind of park your tank and just shock the water and get rid of them. Now, granted, there is better options, and I could have one of those better options by now, but, again, I'm trying for something specific, so you're just gonna have to bear with me a little bit, Blaster Master Heads. Bastard put a coin in the drawer. I need the redeem. Gotta hit the redeem button. Blaze Rangers, fair and based.
You said a bad word.
There it is. Okay. Let me put this near the mic, see if this picks up. There you go. I don't know if that picked up on the mic, but there you go. There's a quarter in the bucket. How to redeem it. This is not where I need to go. Ah, I see Neko wishes to enter the Dark World. Fair enough. Yeah, redeem page on standby. Hyper is ready. I'm lost. I should probably have grabbed the map. But you know, we're getting that authentic Blaster Master original experience where we don't have a map and just kind of wander aimlessly looking for a boss.
My main goal is to blow up.
Oh yeah, it's been a while. Ow, it also didn't play the sound effect. Why didn't you play the sound effects? There it is. How do you change your avatar again? It's either in the description or it will be in the things the Wingit Plays will post. Or you think it's like exclamation avatars will give you a link to go do stuff with. Woo! Oh, I think we go this. Ow. Yeah, we go this way for progress. Honestly, this is one of the songs. I really enjoy this song. It's not my favorite song in the game, I think that goes to one of the last songs we're going to hear in the game, but it's definitely one of my favorite ones. I just kind of like, I enjoy listening to this in the background. Yeah, again, we'll come back for you here in a moment. And I think we go this way for progress that I'm looking for. Ow. Add more. I did add more avatars. I definitely need to add more. I mean, that's been on my list of things to do. I think, yeah, this should be the path to go for primary story progress. Ow! Yeah, worms will rip apart your tank very quickly. This is not where I need to go. Okay, so this way. Anything to not just grab the map, Wingit. Leave darn phone. They still chime in again. I mean, feel free. The VOD will always be there if you wish to see more of my stuff. Because I do have some other things I want to go over for the game as well. Yeah, this looks like where I need to be. We're going to swap back to the triple missile for a little while. This is not where I need to go. Come on. I'm lost. I really should have grabbed the map. My hubris. Oh, the misery. So I guess we go right? Well, no, we can't go all the way right. I gotta get in that middle area. It really helped if my practice playthrough of this game wasn't like, I think like 2 months ago. It's been a while. Let's go up right here for now, I think. We can find... Nope. Come on. Out my way. Where's this? Hopefully progress is where this is. So it's not flailing around like a numbnuts. Yeah, also, I don't know if I went over it. The purple water will damage your tank a bunch. Yeah, this is where we need to be. Ow. Ow. Ow, get out. Sophia, please. Definitely the problem with being underleveled here, because I'm missing a bunch of upgrades I should have by now. Yeah, over here is where we need to go, I think. Gotta be. This is the only place. Yep, this is where we need to be. Cool. So let's go do this section. I'm locked in by now. What's the signal now? I don't know why, but this signal seems different from the one I've been following up until now. I'm all curious. I think I have to go have a look-see. Have a look-see. What a dork. I gotta have a look-see, guys. And now to the main gimmick we've probably been dealing with the entire time. If you've been actually doing the dungeons, I just haven't been yet. The poisonous water. It does damage. As it starts dissipating, you can just walk through it. So you have a fair bit more time than you think. But don't play around if you don't have to. Just make sure you get in and get out and not get hit. You don't want to lose your precious wave beam. You don't want to give the middle finger to the math test. He's observing. Also, yeah, we can... Oh, we don't have the map yet. I forgot. I keep forgetting I have not picked up the map yet. I usually go pick that up by now. But I decided I wanted to be creative and cool and show off a thing. Especially things people might not have seen yet. Ah! No! I want to call you terrible things, but I can't. I might do a story mode eventually. Won't be today, but I would be down to do that eventually. It's definitely on the list of things I want to do. Whip Wave Beam. Yeah, easy come, easy go. I think there should be, like, materials somewhere around here to use. Go, 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 go! I think it's over here. Yeah, we're looking for an upgrade. We're looking for one weapon upgrade. Come on, one gun upgrade. That's all I'm asking. Show me potato salad. Let's see if we get anything in this. Nothing really. Okay. Yeah, and you can also always just reset your rapid fire by just letting go and retapping again. That's the thing. Show me potato salad. Yes. Yes, I'm sure everyone's missed their lovely wingitisms. All the nonsensical stuff I say. That's... Oh, great. This is not a good spot to not have wave beam. Ah, piss. Okay. Rapid fire gonna have to do the job. Clear those walls! Nothing. Yeah, pretty much. Like, the moment you need it, it's gonna be like, oh, you want a weapon upgrade? Nah. But you're already sitting clean on your wave beam and your other stuff. You're just sitting pretty. You don't have to care. Ah! Oh, no, 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 no. I might have put myself in a bad position, not doing things in order. The purple water looks tasty. It is fun purple water. I can make it. Can I make the shot? Yeah, I can make the shot. I already missed wave beam, man. Man. Wait a minute, I think I missed something in there. Isn't there like a down right room here? I think there is. Yeah, there totally is. I remember there's like a secret room over there to get. And that should get us our wave beam we need. So we're going this way, actually. Yeah, buddy. Ow. Alright, grab fast and go. Kill, bozo! I can make it. Get a drink. Ah. Kill! Walls are infested with lean of doom. True. And with our quick little pickups, in full power, let's do this. Whoa, that's a huge mutant! See what's coming from here there too. Guess I'm gonna have to fight. Warning! The lair of the toxic vermin. Crabulous! And much like most bosses that are single target, ah! Wait! Bozo! Foolish bozo! And it's dead. Just wave beam. For a normal player playthrough, just wave beam every time. And let's go grab our upgrade, shall we? Seafood, indeed. The crab of lean. Blink and you miss it. Our shot. This powers up Sophia's main weapon. You can now destroy a certain type of wall. Why'd he give it back? Because he's a fool. But we're not out of here yet. Let's head up here. What is a person doing here? Hey, I'm here to help. Are you alright? Damn it, come on, please open your eyes. From the moment I held her in my arms, my blaster rifle began to emit this brilliant light. My blaster rifle also emits a brilliant light when I hold a woman. The light is getting bigger and bigger and totally enveloped us. What's going on? What? Thank goodness you're awake. You can do it. Let's get you over to Sophia for now. Hang in there. Busting wasn't on cooldown right now. I'm sorry. Man, who is this girl? Seems like the signal is coming from her. My blaster rifle reacted to her. Once again, my blaster rifle also reacts to women. So I think this girl and Sophia are connected. Who are you? How did I... Don't worry, everything's okay. When you're feeling up to it, I want to hear your story. Some time passed. Thank you for helping me. Could I ask for your name? Sure, I'm Jason Frednick. You can call me Jason. You mean you don't... You're telling me you don't want people just running around calling you Frednick? I think everyone running around calling you Frednick would be very funny. I'm Eve. Got it. Don't mean to rush you, Eve, but there's a lot I need to ask you. I listened to her story, found out the reason why she's here, and learned that she seems to have lost a lot of her memory. On top of that, when it comes to tuning up and doing maintenance on Sophia, her skills blow mine out of the water. It's so strange, though. I feel like I remember the sensation. And that's her story. I still feel like I've got a lot more to learn about her, though. Did he name the frog after him? He named the frog Fred. Oh, you are... Oh, that's so close to Frednick. Oh, that might be perfect, actually. That might actually be why it's called Fred. +2 to cat. Hey, Jason, I'm finished tuning up Sophia. Thanks, Eve. By the way, now that you're back on your feet, what are you going to do now? Well, if it's okay with you, do you think I'll be able to join you? You helped me so much back there, I want to return the favor. If you're using Sophia to find Fred, I think I could really help you out. I'm happy to hear that, but there's a good chance we're gonna have to fight some mutants. This would be just as dangerous, no, probably even more dangerous than what happened here. I know, but if you're in danger, I might be able to save you too. She's absolutely right. I'm bound to run into things I won't be able to do on my own going forward. If it was dangerous for her on her own, then I'm sure it'll be just as dangerous for me too. Going together is the way to do it, but I wonder why she's so eager to lend a hand. I guess that's a no then. In that case, if you leave me... Come on, don't say stuff like that. I want you to help me out. Oh, okay. Got it. Leave it to me. Looks like Fred's signal is coming from a different area now. I think it's the industrial area. Industrial area, huh? Okay, let's go check it out. One more thing, if you want to talk to me, choose the receiver icon from the subscreen. There's lots of stuff I'd love to talk about with you, so I'm here to chat anytime you want to talk. So yes, Eve is now an option on our pause receiver. We can call up Eve anytime and just kind of ask how she's doing, or she'll tell us how a thing works. Thunderbreaker. With this sub-weapon, you can shoot lightning bolts downward from beneath Sophia. Perfect for getting rid of enemies that are out of reach of the main weapon, and for safely getting rid of landmines too. When underwater, this attack can damage all nearby enemies. Give it a try when you have a chance. So, calling Eve is how you get a lot of the extra lore, because a lot of the text and lore has been written into the Eve conversations. It's also how you get to learn a little bit more about her weapons. But I have a bit of a problem when I play this game. I do unfortunately tend to ignore Eve and not talk to her as much as I should, because she has a lot of cool little dialogue things. So I figured chat can help me with this. So another redeem going up for Blaster Master Zero is you can now, at any time, click the Call Eve button, and I will attempt to call Eve. We can listen to Eve yap. Because let me tell you, this girl can yap, and she loves to yap. It's her favorite activity. So now, anytime, if you want, just give it a note, give her a call. Away. So I need to go pick up some of those dungeons right now I've been ignoring. let's go take care of those, and I can actually show off one of the cooler things about Eve that I think a lot of people might not know of, might not have known. Ow, ow, pain. The girly version of the Trivia Murder Party. I'd rather listen to Eve. Eve doesn't yap with negative intent. I guess Fred's not in this area. Let's go have a look in another area. That all you gotta say, Eve? Oh, come on, you can yap more than that. Don't lie to me. Oh, you want to tell me about Thunderbreaker again? Let's change weapons. You should tell us about the missile. Warhead missiles. With this sub-weapon, you can fire a spread of 3 missiles at once. Missiles fire in the same direction as Sophia's facing, so choose your angle and let them fly. There are tomboys in the area since when? You're lying to me. Listen, Eve is great, but she is girly girl. She's not really tomboy, she's girly girl. Which, actually, I can... Oh, speaking of which... Oh, I'm in a bad spot. It's the tank. Sophia the Third is the tomboy. You know what? I accept this headcanon. I accept this. Girl boss gatekeep. Put those stupid submarines on our level. Let me tell you, she will girl boss the entire battlefield. Well, I need to be hitting the save. I'm kind of getting dangerously low on health here. Those stupid worms. Those evil, dastardly worms. Sophia's not like the other girls. She's an actual weapon of war. She is a tank. Sophia the Third is the ultimate girl boss. Ah! There we go. Gotta be. I'm being a little careful here because I'm low on HP because next hit kills. And yes, Eve also has something to say about all of Jason's weapons and sub-weapons. So yeah, we'll read more of this, but this also does give you a nice little more look at Jason's suit, which I really like. Jason's suit is sick. Finally understand why Soul Bad Guy had it down bad for justice. Exactly. Bum, bum, bum. Come on, let's go. Because I believe this is the room I really want to get done with Jason. Because this, I think, is one of Jason's most important pickups to have. And it is the Energy Guard. Prevent your gun level from dropping while taking damage. Guard disappears after 1 hit, but it will regenerate again over time. So now we have 1 mess up to take before we lose a Wave Beam. Which also allows us to do some fun little shortcuts as well as stuff. The freebie, exactly. And let me tell you, they adjust this thing a bunch throughout the series. For good reason. It's really strong to let you keep your most buku damage weapon of all the time. Yeah, so you take damage. I didn't lose it, but real helpful. So definitely worth picking up. Now, Sophia's still in a bit of trouble, so we want to be careful. Hey, that's what I'm looking for. A little bit of health. That saves my bacon a little bit. Yeah, I want to work through this area before we not end for the day. No, we've just started stream. Before we get out of this area, because I think I want to at least get like 3 areas done by the day. What happens if Sophia dies? We just get sent back to our last like save. Our last like checkpoint and save point, so that would be right out of the dungeon Jason just left through. She will be fully healed, but I prefer to die as little as possible. She blows up. Yeah. And then you blow up. Those are apparently... Ah, you never lost in your game, Cloud? I see you. Real gamer out here. Prime gamer hours of Cloud. I don't think there's a boss in this area either. Alright, Jason, get to work. Oh yeah, this is definitely the map area. I don't know why I go to check the map every time. I don't need anything in here. I'm good. I got max weapon upgrades. I got full. I guess when I get a chance, I'll show off the remote mines. Fine. Place them, and then you press them again to blow them up. That's all they do. The regular grenade's kind of more practical use, but you could probably get some tricky stuff with the remote mine. They don't get better till the next game. Got you in the residential area. Cool. We can now have the map. This will make my life a lot easier now. So if I can actually get to one... Because a thing... I guess I'll talk about this a little bit now. We'll go over this more when we actually get to deal with it again. But a thing I think people might not know is, if you're actually in a boss fight, you can actually call Eve and she'll actually give you some tips on how to fight the boss. So she'll actually yap for help. She yaps for a good cause. She means the best. Ooh, careful. Up and over. Now I can start doing these in real time. I don't gotta skip them anymore. I can just go and I can take shortcuts now. So I have the crusher shot. It was clearly worth the struggle. Yeah, that's another save point. Thank you. Oh no. Ooh. Yeah, there's a boss all the way up there. That's crazy. We'll deal with them. I think this gives us our next Sophia upgrade, if I remember correctly. Because I know there's like 2 in this area. Come on, get moving, Mr. Frudnick. Ah, I got anti-aired. I just jumped right into it. I got aired. Stupid little creature that I hate. Ooh. Oh, I want that health and it makes me sad I can't get it till later. Anyways, stupid little worm that I hate. Alright. So this should have a boss in here? Yeah, nice and easy. Little room. Nothing too hard here. Is that it? This room? There's nothing in here. Do you know how to shoot your gun is the question for this area, apparently. No, thank you. I don't know why it's my favorite thing in games. Just like walk into a room, see a bunch of enemies, walk right back out. Like, nope, not dealing with this. You know, I will let Eve yap in one moment. Let's actually get something. Let's actually show off this. The lair of Bibi Legion. These things. Eve, you got something to tell us? I thought she was going to talk about the boss. Apparently she's talking about Wave Beam. Thank you, Eve. Real helpful, girl. You put egg on my face, apparently. It's powerful, it's piercing, and just an all-around strong weapon. Effective in pretty much any situation, so keep that gun level up. Eve, you got anything to say about Bibi Legion? Anything? Nope, grenade bomb. She does not want to talk about Bibi Legion. Okay. We'll look at that later. She says these bozos aren't worth even yapping about. Also, shout out to Aloe for the art for the Eve Redeem. Get out of my way. Yeah, Bibi Legion. They're not that hard. You just kind of just shoot them. Striker works, beam works. Bibi Legion is not too bad. They're going to orbit around the yellow one, so just keep that in mind. Otherwise, just one striker takes care of them. Beam does them pretty well too. It doesn't really matter all that much. What you use, they go down just as easy anyways. Okay, seriously, if you have nothing to tell me about these people? Nope. Okay, thank you, Eve. I figured. I'll read that dialogue later on the next redeem. Come on, what do you got? What do you got? Not what I was expecting, but still helpful. Homing missile, a sub-weapon that fires a missile that pursues its enemy's target. Eve does not care about these little bugs. These bugs are irrelevant. Go, my homing shot. So yeah, now we have homing missiles. They're pretty helpful. Now, interestingly, these were changed from the NES version. I know I keep saying this, but it's a remake of an NES game. What do you want me to talk about? If I remember correctly, in the NES game, the missiles, if you press the missile button, it will fire as many missiles as there are enemies on screen. Whereas this one, you have to press the descendant missile, so a little better, but this also goes over because now we have all three of Sophia's first weapons in the original game. We have the 3-shot, we have the Thunderbreaker, and the homing missile. So each of these in the original game had their own special, unique ammo type to them. So if you wanted more homing missiles, you had to have homing missile ammo. Same thing with the Thunderbreaker. Whereas in Zero, they just unified everything under the SP meter, and it's a lot better for it. It's a lot easier to just understand. And homing missiles are another great way of dealing with the little worms that I hate. Still not the best way of dealing with them, but a pretty effective one. I need to get down one level then, okay. Give me this health. Come on, Jason, no, don't you fall, don't you break your legs on me, boy. I need those legs intact. More lean, this was supposed to be the introduction to the lean. But we did things out of order, so we'll be fine. We understand how the lean works. Avoid it at all costs. There are much better ways to get your hook, your kicks. I can make it, I can make it, I can make it. Actually, if you're willing to take damage, you can actually take a shortcut and just head straight down there, but I'd rather keep Wave Beam for now. I don't remember if there's gun pickups over there, but if you have the health and don't care about Wave Beam, you can just skip this little room. You don't have to do this. Because you just pop in from up there. And I'm also, again, not really sure if I'd have time to make it there. Yeah, a good thing about, as well, with the stun that Wave Beam typically gives, you can also just walk past the enemy and not care. Anything for these guys? Warning, the lair of Crabularva. Eve, you got anything to say about Crabularva? Seems attacks while hidden in acid, but if you do something to startle it, it may come out. So, you can just shoot it with a missile and it'll actually get forced out of its little hidey hole. And it will try to run to a new one. And if there's already getting covered, you can just get rid of it. So yeah, Crabularva's not too bad. This is actually one of the points where the remote mine is not a bad little pickup. Because you can just have it to guard an area for you. And if Crabularva ever gets over there... Oh, I messed up. Okay. I see what I did wrong. I have to do it while it's shaking. Never mind. But still. You can use it to force it out of its little lean hole. And shoot it. Yeah, it's a fun little detail. Talking to Eve has its advantages. It's very much worth it to talk to Eve from now and again. Crabularva, paid actor. Laser shot. A shot that can pierce through terrain. Hold the shoot button and charge it and release the fire. So now we have another upgrade to Sophia's main firing weapon, but we were supposed to obtain this before the next pressure shot, so how does this work? Well, we have our normal gun, but now we can equip the laser beam, which we still have our level 3 shot, so you want to keep laser beam equipped. But now if you press and hold it, you get a buster shot that will go right through the walls. And I guess to minorly spoil, unlike a lot of later later gun upgrades for Sophia's main cannon, this doesn't cost SP. You can use it for free. It's definitely one of the better ones just to leave on, to just kind of set it and forget it. Don't went the wrong way. Yes. Ooh, we're good. Anyways, let's carry on. Now entering Area 3. Jason, looks like Fred's signal is coming from this vicinity. Is there any way we can get a more specific location? Well, looks like I only receive the signal, not trace it. Sorry, this is the best I can do. Hey, it's not your fault. We'll just have to search for him. The old-fashioned way. Hang on a second. It looks like the systems here are still in operation. And if it's on for a while. Let's stay alert. Never know what might happen. Yeah, now is, by the way, another really good, I guess, to kind of continue the Eve phrase. This is actually not a bad time for us to call Eve, because this is actually where a lot of the extra lore gets put in. Yeah, these little trash cans are annoying, and they take, oh no, more than one little homing missile, unfortunately. Bum, ba-dum, bum. I think this is my favorite, like, overworld theme. I really like this one, the industrial area. Yeah, as you see, once you run out of SP, you can't really fire it, but you can still use the charge shot, so definitely worth it. Let's make our way down. Ow. Let's head up to our first room. I forget, is there a thing in this room? There's gotta be a thing in this room. Then I'll probably be back later, Cat. Thank you for popping by. Good seeing you again. Hope to see you Friday for Skullgirls, because I'm actually doing Skullgirls again on Friday, which is... We're keeping up. I want to keep up fighting games every single Friday. And I guess for scheduling tomorrow, we got Bowser's Night Story, so expect more nonsense tomorrow. Which, that's going to be a real fun one to do without the swear jar, I'm going to tell you what. Or with the swear jar. But I made a goal for myself. I want to improve. Oh, it's just a Blaster Master 1 room where you just go for gun upgrades. The Skullgirls allow crossplay? Depends. The PlayStation versions did for a while, but I don't think they do anymore. I think the PS3 and Vita versions are crossplay, but not anymore. What do you have it on, Cat, if you want to play? Because I have it on every single platform. I have it on PC, I have it on PS4, I have it on Xbox, and I have it on Switch. So if someone wants to play and they have it on a specific console, I can hook up. You'll probably get Wi-Fi, but I'll hook up and play. Play on Xbox? I'll see if I still have Xbox Gold, but I could probably do Xbox for it. If you want to play. Oh yeah, main gimmick are the treadmills. You go on them and you can move them. Two things. Green treadmills are permanent. Yellow treadmills will not stay forever. So you guys get a move on. Switch based in DBFZ switch based delay netcode. I am God incarnate. I can only imagine. I feel like I played a little bit DBFZ on Switch. It was an experience. Oh, they didn't find too many matches on Switch from what I remember. I think I played on Switch. I just remember unlocking Android 21, and it was the worst experience I've had playing a video game in my life for a long time. Like, I hated unlocking Android 21 in DBFZ. It was awful, but she's one of the characters I actually like to play in DBFZ, so... Which is, unfortunately, I didn't have the money at the time, and I didn't realize you could buy her at the time. Yeah, these enemies down here are pretty effective against your homing shots, because those kind of flood the screen of stuff for to attack instead. So, definitely take advantage of your Thunderbreaker, because it's one shot will get rid of a lot of things below you. Ow, ow, no, 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 I'm a liar, no, 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 Darn it! Alright, fine. Just smash the homing missiles. Screw trying to be cool and creative. Just hammer the homing missiles.
My main goal is to blow up.
I suppose I deserve that. At least we saved. Very true. I mean, it wouldn't have been too far back if we didn't save, because we had just been out the last like Jason room. What's up this way? Anything cool? That looks like a map. Why are you pissing in my sink? There we go. Oh! We shouldn't be here yet. We'll deal with this later. One moment. Whoopsie! Nobody saw that. This looks like story progress. We're going the wrong way. But you know what? I am actually going to take that save. I do want to get the next Jason grenade, if you will. That looks like where our next Jason upgrade is, if I'm an honest betting man. And I am a betting man, and usually honest. As honest as I can be. This is a fun room. Let's see more of it. Ow! Forgot how fast this things shoot if you get in their range. Yeah, gotcha. Shrimple ask. Oh yeah, one of the things you can do in this that was a little hard to do in the original is strafe. If you just hold the R button, you can strafe. Now, you could actually do this on the NES version, but it was a little unintuitive. You just had to hold the grenade button, and it would actually let you strafe in the original. So, while not the most useful thing in the world, it does help. It helps a lot. Anyways, ahem. Warning: the layer of orberation. I can't pronounce the word. I read it too slowly. Now that I think about it, Jason, why are you searching for Fred like this anyways? I forgot. We got lore. Whoops, guess I never really explained it, huh? This is my theory, but I think that Fred is a type of creature that was supposed to have gone extinct a long time ago. I'm no biologist, but I think Fred could be a clue in regards to the restoration of a lost ecosystem. I need to find him and bring him home safely. See, so that's why you need to find him so sooner rather than later. What relation? Relation lasers. Thank you. Thanks, Sophia. Main cover. Thanks, Sophia. I encountered the mutants meeting Eve. All this happened because I crossed paths with Fred. I really want to know how Fred and Sophia and Eve are connected. But I think we'll keep quiet about that for now. Yeah, I forgot. We actually get plot right now. Eve is lined up for lore, not so much for help right now. Anyways, let's grab Striker. Because these things, you know the things we run into and they'll just kill us? Easy. Simple. Trivial. A joke. So easy my grandpa could do it. Just kind of sit back, relax, and just shoot your Striker. And you'll get through this fight just fine. Otherwise, it's a little bit more fun. Yeah, look at all those gun drops I don't need right now. The Flash Bomb, a sub-weapon that emits a bright light that stops enemies in their tracks. May be useful in dark areas. I see belts. Ah! Yes, this is Sturm's area. This is the area Sturm would love to be in. Look at all these belts. Yeah, so much for the lasers. They just kind of got beat. Starts crying in German for my lack of understanding. Sounds about right. Listen, I played Factorio with Sturm. Alright, now then, now that we actually have the flash bomb, we have Flash as the TM now, we can light up the area. Now you can kind of see what's going on here as you walk around, but I don't recommend walking in here without the flash bomb. Probably drove into Drake. How bad was it? So I'm going to have to relay this tale next time I stream. Actually, good point. We can actually use the flash bomb here. It will stun every single enemy on screen. Now, stun doesn't last forever, so keep that in mind, but it is a useful thing to know about the flash bomb if you're kind of in a bit of trouble. You can tell everybody, piss off for a little bit. Is the map up here? I know I'm looking for a map. I feel like I might have missed it, but we'll think. Opposing Beltorks? Ah, I see. Alright, Eve, tell me a little bit. I can't help but wonder, what's the reason for these mutants? I'm all this way to the depths of the earth like this. Looking back on our battles, it's hard to imagine that they have any sort of intelligence, but it's quite clear that they have a sense of animosity towards Sophia. Maybe there's some sort of reason why they attack us? Eve, can you check Sophia for what info she has on mutants? Sure. I'll take a look. Take a little bit of time, but I'll take a look into it. Much obliged. Let me know if you find anything. Alright, girl. Yap a little more to me. Yap at me! Yap at me like one of your engineer men? Hey, Jason. About the mutants. Did you find something? There wasn't anything concrete about mutants, but I found some info about something that resembles them. Resembles? What would that be? I had an image of something that looks like a mutant, and I searched for more from there. However, this info is still pretty incomplete, but I gathered up as much as I could. They pulled up everything on the monitor. By indiscriminately taking care of by taking all of the planetary resources they end up turning the living creatures of the planet into some kind of inorganic life form. Also, if they aren't continuously acquiring new resources, they will be unable to survive. It looks like they aren't intelligent life forms, but they are able to perceive other signs of life, and they are extremely violent towards them. Got it. Maybe they're attacking Sophia because she has living beings like us on board? It's hard not to think that something bad is going to happen when you have very little information like this. Thanks, Eve. No problem. If I find anything else, I'll let you know. Thank you, Eve. Wave beam. Put bullet laser. Was this all for upgrades? No, there's another path over there. Please, please tell me this wasn't all for upgrades. Because one of those things they actually changed in Zero again is a lot of these rooms actually have upgrades for you to get. Not just like, hey, here's things to make your weapon a little stronger. Dorks. They'll actually give you more meaningful upgrades for going in these rooms. Unlike the original, which was just like, hey, here's more gun levels that you're going to lose on the way out because the game is hard and had limited lives and continues because it was the NES, so screw you and your fun. Big Newton you. There's the map I've been looking for. Oh, baby! That's what we've been waiting for! I'm just gonna kind of sit here and jam out to this song. I love this song. I love the whole OST except for like one song. I can't play the NES version? Don't! My genuine recommendation if you want to play the Blaster Master games is just play Zero. Zero is a significant upgrade to the point of it is worth the like $5 to $15 you'd pay for it. Na, 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 na. Like, it's just genuinely that much of an upgrade that just like don't even touch the NES version. Don't touch it with a 10-foot pole. It's not worth your time. Bum, bum, ba-da, bum. I love this song. It fills me with joy. It fills me with joy. The sound of industry. You'll love to hear it. The sound of belts being put to work. And movers, because they move me up. No, gotta get a little more. Do I still have this stuff available? I don't think that's the folder I want right now. Sorry, I'm looking for something to pull up here in a moment. Give me 1 second, because I have a thing I want to pull up on screen here in a moment. Just show off a thing. I need... that page is what I'm going to want here in a moment. Thank you! I have a couple notes here. I won't lie, I did attempt to take notes to make this... I just thought it's cool. Sometimes it's fun to be, like, a little more researched on a game and actually be, like, give some fun information about stuff. I forgot if you don't... I hate these stupid yellow belts. Yellow belts are cringe. Just blast it with missiles, I don't care. Ooh, health. This one doesn't have a boss. What's in here? Aha! There we go, room taken care of. You live? You're not supposed to live. You were supposed to die! Let me in. I really want to complain a little bit about a mechanic that we get in Blaster Master Zero 2 that just makes these, like, treadmills so much easier to traverse. It's like, truthfully, I don't even remember if there's anything even in here of worth. It doesn't look like it. I think we're just good to leave. I think we're just gonna leave, actually. Yeah, I don't think there's anything of note in here, but I'll look real quick just to make sure. Yeah, thankfully the green ones won't attack you unless you attack them, but they do have another gimmick that makes them a little more annoying to deal with. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here of note. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, we're good. This was completely worthless. Good to know, of course. Out the way. Alright, I think, where are we going in the map now? Yeah, we have another Jason-only room and a thing with Sophia. Nope. Alright, let's go this way. Hey! The Hover Pack! Press and hold the jump button in midair to ascend upwards. Looks like Sophia will be able to hover now thanks to this chip. Press the jump button in midair to stay airborne, but make sure you keep an eye on your SP. It's awesome, but what was a chip doing in a place like this? What the? Jason, look up! Oh god! What is that gear? It's friggin' huge! I know it sounds crazy, but it looks like that's a mutant. Ward Jason said, did the thing lure us here using that chip as bait? Watch out, Jason, here it comes! The Uncontrollable Engine. Central Gear! Meet one of the other new additions. Tank Boss Fights. Now, interestingly enough, in the original Blaster Master, there were never a boss fight you had to use the tank for. The tank was only there for overworld transportation. All the boss fights were handled by Jason by himself. So I think this is a fantastic change to actually let Sophia take care of some of these bosses. Homing Missile is pretty freaking good here, but unfortunately, it does use the same stuff as our ability to fly. Because yes, Sophia just needed that as well. The girl boss got a girl boss. She has the ability to fly. Get those battle copters on my level. Once you know I have VSP. Again, your charge shot here is actually pretty helpful versus Central Gear, because you can only really get shots in through its mouth or stuff that ignores terrain. Oh, I've made a mistake. Oh, I've made a grave error. That's actually not too bad. Although before we get rid of Central Gear, I guess we'll give Eve a quick call. Just because I think she has something to say about Central Gear. Its body has some really thick armor. Find the gaps in the armor and attack its core. Finding a way to pierce through its armor and directly attack its core would definitely make your life easier. Thank you, Eve. But yeah, those puny little battlecopters, Sophia doesn't care about that. Get them on her level. Sophia, girl boss, is up there and smacks them out of the sky. Because that is one of Sophia's most iconic abilities from the original game, is the ability to fly. Because yeah, it's a flying tank. It's pretty sick. You made it out alive. I can't believe that thing was a mutant. Yeah, I was surprised too, but I truly believe that you could defeat that thing. Also, thanks to your support, Eve. You're welcome. Hey, that signal is disappearing. What's going on? Can you get a read on the signal? Yeah, I got nothing now. Sorry if I kept an eye on... Don't sweat it. If you find it again, let me know. Wrong, it's falling with style thing. That's not till Blaster Master 02, Tsubaki. You'll understand what I mean when we get to that, because that game is falling with style. Yeah, we can just fly now. It's pretty sick. And now Jason has to enter the tube. And because the tube takes a little while, I do quickly want to show off this piece of art. This piece of information about the game. So I'll put this up here. These are actually things that were shared. When Blaster Master 03 was coming out, we actually got some information on the tank for Sophia. And development stuff. But the big thing that's actually really cool, reason I want to show us off, is actually a cut thing they did from the store, which I'm really sad they cut. Which are the, I don't have a picture down here to mouse with. So if you look at the bottom, you see these little keychains? Originally, Eve was going to be adding keychains to Sophia as you got through new areas. So every new area, Eve would actually add a keychain to the cockpit, which would have been really cool, but as they said, because of time constraints, it didn't get to happen. But I would have thought this would have been sick, because you get a bunch of like their extra characters. I think these are all Sunsoft characters and the original Blaster Master, the original Blaster Master pilot. Yeah, this is just something I want to show off. I thought this was cool for development stuff. You also get to see kind of like the tank's design, how they did the interiors of the stuff. Just kind of want to show that off. I thought that was cute. Anyways, let's head in here and get our next upgrade. Yeah, Sophia can fly. Watch your skies. Nowhere is safe from Sophia. You are not safe from Sophia. Sophia is my favorite tank. She is best girl. Meanwhile, I just hear Cryo in the background going, "Yes! Someone else likes the vehicle!" Oh, this is a spaghetti of belts. There we go. Actually, we're going to use the deflector a little bit, because I like this weapon. Bam! Get him out of here. Yeah, deflector's not a bad option. Just kind of hold forward as you walk around, just to deal with some of these guys that shoot you as you walk into them. But again, Wave and Striker do the job just as effective, pretty much, so kind of use what you want, but it's a good purpose if you don't have these things. It's a good use case for it. Ow. So up here, we get our save and our next boss. I'm trying to remember what he is. Oh, I remember what he is. So, originally, as I said, warning, the layer of photophage. Originally, Jason, there was no bosses for for Sophia by herself, so originally, this, I believe, was the boss you got the hover upgrade from. So photophage is a bit unique. Its weakness is a little obvious once you understand how it works, but it's going to come up here, just make a bunch of these guys, and eventually, when enough of the room fills up, they all get ready to fire, and you eliminate half the room in one shot. Striker does its job very nicely. I actually kind of want some of these. Oh, I wanted the grenades. Ah! Then kind of stay careful, and you'll be good. And there we go. Boss fight over. 2 shots, all it took. Nice and easy. Again, Wave Beam will do the job just as well to get rid of the washing machines, but might as well at least let some of the other weapons shine where they can. And with this, we get the Jump Booster. Rip Bozo indeed. Press the jump button midair to perform additional jumps. So, we actually get a new movement type for Sophia. Over here. And we're in the pipe again, so let's show off some new stuff again. It's time for more fun stuff. Hey, Wingit. How you doing, Ethan? Welcome in. So as we close the pipe, let's also show this real quick. Some of Eve's alternative designs she could have had. I really like the design we got, though. I really like it, but I think these designs are kind of cool. But I think Eve's new design is kind of the best one we got. But I do want to show these off as I slowly crawl over to my tank. Yeah. When the game's heroin. Hey. I think this is cool. Oh, her name was Jennifer in the original Japanese version of Metafight. Interesting. I thought it was Kane. Maybe that was the English one. I don't remember. Either way, remove. Yeah, I just kind of want to show those off real quick. I think they're cool. Best version of that. I'm glad they went with that. Yeah! Anyways, the booster. So, originally we had the hover. The booster is another option that's a little quicker, but is less SP efficient. Because the hover will actually wait a little bit before it will charge you to use it. With the booster, you can just double jump. You can do multiple jumps in a row. You can just jump as much as you want. I prefer the hover, but I can also see the validation of booster because it is a little faster to move around with. But I like the hover. I like not being immediately charged for my hover. So I guess with the hover, let's get out of here. Let's go all the way back, because now we have new things we can explore. So we have a long little trek back. So I would have remembered in time. I would have preferred. I would have made in-flight entertainment, but I have nothing for that. So, chat, anything cool going on? Any of them do anything cool this year so far? Since this is the year I'm actually finally back. Or have you all been enjoying the marathon? I've been really enjoying doing the multi-game marathon. I think it's been really fun. I hope people have been enjoying it as much as I have doing it. Because I think it's been a fun chance to try a bunch of games I never got to play. Yeah, now we're just kind of in a little backtrack section, so just kind of hang out, relax. Did I go the right way? I can go this way, yeah, because I have a hover now. Yeah, unfortunately, Sophia is a little thick. She is a big girl. She's a strong girl, but she is a big girl. So, do make that in mind when trying to maneuver upwards. She kind of needs about 2 blocks of space, usually. I want that without... Oh, I wanted that without touching the bomb. Lame. Either way, let's grab some health and get out of here. Got you. Now loading, now entering area 2. I think this is a pretty straight shot, so let me see if I have the next image I want up for showing off stuff. Oh yeah, we're pretty much just kind of holding left this entire, so we got another image to show off as we move. Namely, this one. Let me grab it real quick. I think it is, yeah, it's this one. Yeah. So, fun fact, Jason actually might have been a Keyblade wielder. Because originally, one of the design ideas they had was replace the gun with a key to the Sophia. Which I think is really funny. I much prefer the blaster, but I do think the idea of Jason being a Keyblade wielder is freaking hilarious. That he could have technically been a Keyblade wielder. Anyways, now that we're back here, we actually have something to show off. Because we can fly now, we can actually get up here. They fly now? They fly now. Also, the weird blue hair I wasn't a big fan of. I very much like the Jason we got now. But if we go all the way around and up here, kind of a little easier with the hover because we can just kind of go up. Oh no, I need more gas. Yeah, no, come on. Exercise while we wait. Gotta keep your artillery in check. Why am I making a bunch of Advance Wars jokes? It's fun. Yeah, one unfortunate thing about using the Jason method to deal with these worms, Sophia isn't doing her passive SP regen while Jason's separated, which is a little lame, but I do get why, because it's like, I guess to like balance things out, but still. I would have liked the passive SP generation. Oh, it hurt. Yeah, good idea here. Just kind of pop the Sunderbreaker and just get rid of these things. Let's get our health and get out of here. Life up. Well, let's head back to Area 1 again. How are we doing on time? We're at 7:46. I could do one more area, I think. Yeah, I honestly expected this to be about a 2-stream game, so... Ooh, careful now. Bum, 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 bum. Keep it moving back. There we go. Yeah, we unfortunately don't have Sophia's faster ground movement yet. She does have something that actually makes her move around on the ground a little faster, but we're just kind of lacking that right now, and it sucks. Yeah, 4. There we go. Let's get back. Thunder Stomp these enemies. They get Goomba Stomped, they get Thunder Stomped. Yo. So now we're back to Area 1. And we can actually get up there now, because, hey, Sophia flies now. You don't question a girl that can fly. You do, that's how you die. As we go all the way back to the beginning of the game. Slowly but surely, because it takes a little bit, because it's a bit of an area. Thankfully, it's not the worst backtracking section, especially for like an NES game originally. But it still takes a little while. Much to my dismay. Oh. Gotta wait to ascend. See an enemy up there. Get busted on. Oh. Get busted on, idiot. Look at you. Busted makes me feel good.
makes me feel good.
Thank you. Ooh, careful now. Careful now. And now, let's head off to Area 4. The Sewer District. Oh, hey Jason, I found Fred's signal again. Excellent, where's it coming from? Let's see, seems like it's pretty far away. Looks like in the glacier area. Okay, let's make our way over there. I want to say internally, I can't remember the song name. I want to say it's the Dreaded Sewers or whatever, something like that. It's very negative. People are not a fan of the sewer, and you know what? I don't blame them. Sewer levels suck. Especially in old NES games. And unfortunately, Blaster Master Zero kind of keeps the tradition of sewer levels just being terrible. But it's at least not as bad as the original, because again, you can get a map. And thankfully, the homing missiles kind of take care of most of these little small fries just running around, so you just kind of passively run around, hit the A button, deal with it. Eve, anything you got to say right now? How you doing? What's this all about? Hey Jason, come have a look at this. I showed a bunch of mutants gathering around the glacial area. The mutants are joining up with each other? What's going on here? Eve? Oh, I'm sorry, I got this data at the same time I received Fred's signal. There's gotta be some meaning behind all this. What's going on? I feel this horrible premonition like as if I know something? Ah! Eve, what's wrong? I feel like I'm remembering something. Take it easy, Eve. Don't feel like you have to force it. But why don't you rest for a bit? I can do this on my own for now. Yeah, I'll do that. It'll be nice to relax for a while. Yeah, please do. Up until now, the mutants have just been scattered about, but seeing them gathering like this makes me think something is up. Anyone just hear an ominous bell ringing? Something. I hear something ringing. My throat is frickin' is being annoying. Yep, we're using the word frick. Unironically. We're gonna use it unironically, because I'm improving myself. I gotta pull up with a Thoris. I gotta talk to Lyman of the Thorisaur for more words. Ooh, progress. Ah, these guys. You get introduced to these guys this early? Interesting. Okay, at least we get the blue variant for now. These guys kind of run around and shoot you. They're a little annoying, but honestly not the worst. Because thankfully their health isn't too high, so you can kind of just deal with them. So let's get up here. Go to you. I really hope I came in here for a good reason and didn't just come in here for oh, I came up here for upgrades. Come on, man! This wasn't worth my time at all! I gotta remember one area always has these, where it's just like, hey, here's just some weapon upgrades to get you up and running, bro. Let's keep moving. I guess we'll descend? Sewers are windy and confusing and make my brain hurt. I can't comprehend the almighty underground pipe like this. This is too much for my feeble human brain to comprehend of the almighty underground pipe. Careful. Ooh. Yeah, again, just kind of sucks. I don't like the sewer area. This is genuinely, in my opinion, the worst. One of the, I think, the second worst area in the game. Confusing. It's windy. I don't understand. Jason's getting back shots from a fly. Oh, this area. Okay, cool. This is the tutorial now. So, remember how I said Jason has some I think I said Jason has platform stuff, but you can fall off and you can break your legs. Thankfully, the water will catch you and you won't get hurt, but yeah, we have to start grabbing ladders now. We have actual platforming to do with Jason here. So make sure you're willing to grab the ladder. Don't just hold up. He will not grab the ladder. You have to actually tap it to grab it. But hopefully this will all be worth it in the end for this little area. So I watched Proton John. I think their name is Claire now. Like, he was one of the playthroughs I watched for like reference to this stuff. And unfortunately, since she pointed it out now, I can only see these as like the hills from Mario World, like the happy hills. Yeah, they're frowning now. These are just frowning things. All damage is incredibly real. Oh yeah, also this. Oh, my controllers don't shake as violently as I hope. I want to hear this. See if it's as loud as I remember. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna pick up on the mic like that, but maybe if I hold it on the mic. Well, let me actually pop off my noise suppression and noise gate real quick so you can actually hear this. Yeah, that's how violently the Joy-Cons and Pro Controllers shake. Like, they let you amply know the water is coming. I hope that actually popped in. You didn't just hear me, like, scratching the microphone a bit, but whatever. It's very violent. If you play the game, you know what I mean. Like, how strong the vibration is. Feel that good vibration in your soul. Yeah, water kinda sucks. It will push you and drag you back to the start, and you'll take damage for it. Now, interestingly... Okay, good. I wanted to make sure. Probably will sound like butt, but whatever. I just want to show that off because I think it's a funny detail. Now, those little blue blocks over there. These are weird to take care of because our gun doesn't do anything to it. And if I get a chance after this water goes through... Water sucks. It's great to drink, terrible to deal with. And our grenades do nothing to this. So you might be wondering, is this just indestructible? No. This is actually where the flamethrower comes into use. Because the flamethrower can take care of those blue blocks. Why? Because, hey Zooble, shut up! Or whoever, whatever character you want to go with. That wasn't the usual me going with me and Owl have done for a while, so it's like, we'll do Zooble. We'll yell at Zooble for this one. I guess, hey Jason, shut up? We'll go with hey Jason, shut up. Yeah, we'll go with that one. That seems appropriate. Shut up, Meg. But yeah, you can just do that. The water does refresh it, but again, fire gets rid of these things. It makes your life significantly easier, because this is an optional path. We actually could have gone up that way and gone all the way around, but we actually can take a shorter path because we know about the fire trick. So again, just another one of your weapons proving to be more useful than you'd expect. Flamethrower in the water? How ridiculous. Shenanigans, even. Whoop, 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 whoop. Was this completely optional? Did I waste my time showing that off? I really missed that map, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I think the top half you're dealing with like water and all this kind of stuff. Oh yeah, we're dealing with here. Okay, never mind, that was worthless. Prove me wrong. Oh, by the by, if you do fall into the water, you do take damage, so keep that in mind. So be careful as you walk, don't fall off cliffs. I also believe in the NES version. That didn't just take a hit from you, it took your whole life. No, I think we gotta go up this. Oh, we're gonna run out of time! Woo! Careful, look at Jason, you got places to be! This was seriously all just this. Was this really all for weapon upgrades? You Gotta be kidding me. Okay, we can go down here. Thank the Lord. Ah! Okay, good. We weren't actually in enough time to actually take damage from it. Good. Because, yeah, we'll wrangle the control away from you and just drag you into a wall and do damage typically. Or just throw you in the water and hurt you. This was for the map. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Eve. Now 4. So yeah, you can just take another path in and out of here, so we're going to take that. Now, unfortunately, we can't just ride the wave out of here. It will just drop you into the pit and just tell you, hey, carry on. Oh, I'm getting greedy. Oh, I'm getting greedy. Oh, I'm going to pay for my hubris. I'm going to pay for my hubris. Oh, no! Thankfully, though, we only take 1 damage in this area, so it's not the biggest deal. But still, I prefer not to be taking damage if I don't have to be. Greed is the greatest killer. I also love the way the wave beam looks. It's really fun. Well, let's ride the wave and show this off. Ow. Yeah, thankfully it does 1. I thought it actually did multi-hits. Apparently I was wrong. That's my bad. My notes were wrong. I'm sorry. I know I'm a fraudulent YouTuber and streamer now. I got 1 piece of video game information wrong. I understand everyone unsubscribes and hates it now. I was a bad streamer. Yeah, then let's get back to Eve. Not Eve, Sophia. Well, I guess also back to Eve. How's that map look? Ugh, just as miserable as I remember it. Okay. Okay, let's ascend. Just pack it up. Just no more streaming. Only content going out now is the multi-game marathon, and then I just give up on YouTube after that. Don't even finish the marathon, just give it up. We go up here for more stuff? Now there's a slow and insidious killer through. Isn't that a quote from Darkest Dungeon? That feels like a Darkest Dungeon quote. Now I gotta wait for my thing to charge. Come on, Sophia. I really like that game. That game was fun. I need to actually finish it. I also never played the sequel. I never played Darkest Dungeon 2. Go. Oh, it goes from up! I was lied to. I was tricked. Or I guess it comes from the south would be the right word, but whatever. Either way, we're just going to take this little bomb shortcut over here. Boop. And skip, like, most of the room. Heal! What evil wants. I think I'm gonna turn the timer down on the redeems again. I'm trying to find a new medium so they're not, like, spammed as much as before, but I do think 90 might be a little too much. I think I might drop it down to 60 seconds. I don't know, I'm trying to find that happy little medium for redeems. Been fiddling with it. Waterworks area feels more like a maze than anything. It's really easy to forget which places are connected to each other. Feeling better now, Eve? Yeah, I am, now that I rested for a bit. Sorry I wasn't able to remember anything. It's all good, don't worry about it. I should be paying more attention. Sorry. Much apologize around here, but hey, everything's okay now, right? Yep, but if you feel like you're getting some memories back, just take it easy on yourself, okay? Jeez, you're such a worrywart, but thank you, I will. Here we go. Get out of my way, little spaceman. We need to go down. Okay. Left is just bonus stuff. I don't care about left. We're going down. That's a lot of eggs. That's a lot of potato salad. And it's all taken care of. Thank you, Striker. Nice and easy. Warning! The layer of Tadroll's snack time. Oh no! It's a bunch of fish! Oh, piss. There we go. Yeah, Striker, again. Excellent for these little mini enemy rushes. But again, Wave Beam gets the job just as done about as efficiently. It's really easy and really strong. But honestly, it's really fun to take care of everything with just Striker. Really, Wave Beam's your main boss destroyer. This is your enemy rush dealer. Just make sure you don't miss, otherwise you're in a world of trouble. And with that, we got the maximum shot. Fires a wider beam. So, the maximum shot here is a new alternative fire type to the laser and the crush shot. So if you charge up the wider shot, it'll fire a big beam, which has some uses. Namely, worms and a lot of enemies that are just kind of piling up everywhere. You can kind of just fire the wider shot and take care of a lot of them. It's hard to miss. But the wider shot does come with a very, very steep cost compared to the charge shot. One, it doesn't go through enemies. And two, it costs us SP to use the shot. So unfortunately, out of all the alternative shots Sophia gets for her main cannon, I don't think wider shot's really worth your time. Especially considering later stuff you get. The wide shot isn't really worth using all that much. But it is a little helpful there if you're just tired of dealing with worms and creatures that are smaller than you. The wide shot does have your back. But do know you'll be doing it with a cost. Eve, you got anything to say about this? Oh, no, you already told me about laser shot. I guess tell me about the maximum shot? Maximum shot. With this main weapon, you can hold down the shoot button to charge a shot, and then release it to fire. It's a wide vertical shot that packs quite a punch. Let him have it. There we go. Let's keep moving. Let's see if we can find our way out of this dimension. At least we're going to go up and around. Again, it's a maze. A lot of the original Blaster Master level layouts like this were just mazes. So, again, map, very helpful, and really the waterworks is the main one that does it. You've already covered that. Uses no SP. Yeah, laser shots, really helpful. You can't just leave this as your default weapon for most of the game. Not to say that some of Sophia's alternative shots aren't good. And no map on the NES version. Yeah, it just play Zero. If you take anything from this game, if you want to try these games, just play Zero. Once we get through the trash, we can get rid of this water, so we can actually maneuver through here a little better. Because Sophia, unfortunately, can't hover underwater. Unfortunately, water is something Sophia isn't really expertise in dealing with yet. Let's get deeper and deeper into the maze of the sewer. Much to my dismay. And now we have stronger versions of the little red idiots. Oh no. Well, we're down here now, so... Goodbye! Let's keep moving. I guess we go up? Yeah, we go up from here. Yeah, I tried to keep myself, while a little more researched, I did want to keep some of the more blind experience. Like, I don't remember everything because it's been a while. Ooh. There's a cave over there I would like to deal with. Down then up. Ugh, made it barely. Oof. Oh, wait, look! Another place to use our flash bomb for better intel. Oh, this is where health upgrade is? Nice. Really worth it, actually. Again, Wave Beam just destroys everything. Wave and Striker are your main two weapons you're going to be using. I mean, as much as I like the lower weapons, once you're good enough at the game, you kind of don't really use them that much. They do have their own niche uses, and a mechanic I haven't really gone over very much. Every single enemy and every single boss, to my knowledge, has a weapon weakness, so certain weapons will do more damage to certain bosses. But granted, in the normal playthrough, until you get to like the hard difficulty where Wave Beam just gets turned off on a couple enemies, you kind of just use Wave Beam most of the time. But once you get to those ones, and then the lower level weapons actually get a lot more uses. But for a normal standard playthrough, just Wave Beam, and Striker, and Flamethrower will carry you through 90% of the game. It's been a little while. I am going to do a practice playthrough with the story mode because it's been a very, very long time since I last played it. But then again, the practice playthrough won't be for a while. It will be done, and then the normal playthrough won't be for a while after that. We carefully maneuver our way through here. I love Jason's little walk sprite. It's very fun. It fills me with joy. I don't remember. It's, like I said, it's been a very long time since I last did it. I could definitely see it getting rid of the energy guard. Oh, get me out of this little heck hole. You know what? I'll deal with looking for the 100% stuff here in a moment. I just want out of this hole. The sooner I get done with this area, the better. Oh, you little rat. Anyways, coming up here, we have our next boss fight. We've got a huge mutant here. I use my imagination, but I can't help but think that kinda looks like Fred. Ew, that thing's nasty. It's so slimy. Eve, I totally get what you're saying. Let's focus here. Right, here we go. Warning, the lair of the earth-shattering tyrant. Ribbon roll. Ribbon roll. Alright, Eve. What do you gotta tell me? Watch out for rocks falling from above you as you try to maneuver around this huge mutant. That's it? That's all you gotta tell me? Okay. Now, this little frog, he's got some damage. He's a little annoying, but honestly, he's really not bad if you got the health to take him, because if you can outmash him, he's not much of a problem. Oh, wow, that did actually way more damage than I thought. Never mind. I am a liar, coward, bully, and cheat. Thank you. This guy isn't so bad. Also me. Just dies immediately. Not a bad option. Just send all your, like, freaking homing missiles after him. And just kind of get ready to shoot him as he moves. Balls! And he's done. There we go. Really, what do we get here? Oh, the key. Okay, it's a progress thing. Okay. You want a key that opens the shutters in the workshop area. Looks like this is a security program that opens up the shutters in the waterworks area. Right on. Looks like we'll be able to remove the security and pry some more shutters open. Yep. I'll install the security program to your blaster rifle. You don't even have to exit Sophia. You can just get close to the shutters and you'll be able to crack the security. However, if Sophia can't get close to a lock, you'll have to access them on foot to get them open. Got it. Thank you. After all this, how are things going over in the glacier area? Hang on just a sec. Looks like there's even more of them now than there was before. Besides, Fred's signal still hasn't moved, but the mutants gathering. There's a chance they might be after something. Let's go there, get there as quickly as we can. Yeah, now we have a little key. I forgot this is what we get here, which is a little lame, but story progression is story progression. So I gotta get up to that room over there, which I think we do on the way back anyways, so we should be good. Oh, the misery of the waterworks. I hate this area. I hate this area so much. It filled me with dread. Come on, Sophia. Come on. I know you're excited, but calm down. Calm down, Sophia girl. You know, now I'm curious. Have anyone done the, like, I guess for lack of better words, like, a dateable version? Like, made Sophia an anime girl. Has anyone made Sophia the third an anime girl? Does that exist on the internet yet? Probably not. Series is a little too niche, but I feel like that'd be something the internet would do. Either way... Oh, no, we're in the water. Ah, piss. Nope, we gotta deal with this. Okay, come on, Sophia. Woo! Is any of the other images I want to show off real quick while we have a moment? I don't know, I'm sure someone has. I mean, it wasn't meaning like that. I just want to see if, like, it existed, if someone did a thing. Actually, this is something cool I want to show off while we're here. So I showed off some of the unused designs for Eve. There's also unused designs for Jason, which I think are kind of cool. I really like the Jason we got, which I think is mostly the J one. But these are kind of fun to show off some of the other designs for Jason. The design for F is actually really cool. I like F a bit as well. I like the big cannon he's holding. And E reminds me of Puyo Puyo Tetris a lot. It makes me think of that. Glad they didn't go with F personally. I am glad. I like the design of J more, but I do like the cannon that F is holding. Either way, hope we can get there. Go, go, go. Yeah. I definitely don't like the face and body structure, but I do like the idea of them just carrying a freaking cannon everywhere. I'm in danger. Oh no, I finally lost Wave Beam. No, I gotta play the game. Go. You have a gun upgrade? Hey, there we go. Back to it. Back to mission standard. Nothing changed. Our equipment's still just as fine. Ooh, I'm taking that shortcut. Oh, no! That's fine. We'll be fine. It's only a little bit of internal bleeding. Yeah, if you don't want to deal with the water and the little mazy level, you can kind of just do this. You can take this path as an option to skip one of them. And if you know about the flamethrower, you can take another shortcut and go even further beyond. Because it's all the way over here. It's nice and easy. Simple even. out my way. Oh, what's the boss up here? Oh, I remember the boss up here. I think I do. Is it the boss I think it is? Oh, you are one of the bosses I'm thinking of. Warning! The lair of Spark Salamander. The original boss of the Waterworks. Now, interestingly, the Spark Salamander's a little weird to deal with because I believe, if I remember, yes, the Mlem, if I remember correctly, its weapon weakness is actually the flamethrower. So, if you get up close and personal to the Spark Salamander, you will be rewarded. But again, Wave Beam works just as good. But yeah, you can just melt the Spark Salamander, and this is what I've been looking for, baby! The Spark Tackle. One of Sophia's best sub-weapons, in my personal opinion. So the Spark Tackle allows us to charge forward with a protective ring that will deal damage to everything around as it goes. It also lets us move a little quicker underwater and just in general. Spark Tackle makes excellent movement help. And do you remember those little worms I kept mentioning and the little tiny creatures that kind of just are annoying on the ground, just are a pain in the butt to deal with? Yeah, Spark Tackle is great for those things, because you can just charge through them, don't care. Sophia didn't ask and did not care. She's got places to be. Places to be, mutants to murder. So Spark Tackle is one of my personal favorite weapons to use for this game. Because it's just very versatile and makes movement with Sophia a lot better. But the homing missile is still not a bad call, and neither is like your Thunderbreaker. Because Thunderbreaker is great for dealing with mines because they won't actually do the little fire off, they just get destroyed. Ooh, careful now. Ooh, I'm getting dangerously low on HP. I really want to save point. And the speak of the devil. There we go. And open all these gates now. Yeah, if you want to, you can also just retry to get all your health back, which I'm kind of doing just for simplicity's sake. Also, yes, this Sophia continues the murdom we've learned, what we've learned on my stream, where all women can air dash. So yes, the Spark Tackle does count as an air dash. I don't remember where that joke came from. I think it was like May, like playthrough of Mario 64. Oh, we got time. Eve, what you gotta say? Spark Tackle. With this sub-weapon, you can perform a high-speed energy charge dash attack. You are invincible when performing this attack, but you will be vulnerable at the attack right afterwards, so make sure you aren't being chased. Thank you, Eve. Hate this fucking area so much. Frickin' sucks so dang much.
You said a bad word.
Hey, someone's paying attention. Nice. Ooh, who was it? It's Cloud. Alright, fine. There you go, one more for the jar. Which puts us at, I think, 3 swears? Yeah, 3 swears. Which, honestly, not bad for my streams. Usually I'm swearing like a sailor. I will count this as improvement. Out my way. Don't care. Sophia's got places to be. She's the third, not the last. Anyways, this room, it sucks. Let's do more Jason platforming. Hooray! Ah, my legs! Oh, I hate this ladder. I hate ladder. I hate climbable walls. I hate ladders. Ariel gives bad directions. Life is pain. Eat Burger King. Come on. Hate these so much. Woo. Ow, my legs. Keep on climbing. There we go. That gets us Sophia. Eventually. Bum, bum, ba-da-da. Clear this off. Yep, we're good. I guess as we make our way back to Sophia, I guess I'll do my usual chill. If y'all been enjoying yourself, don't forget to leave a like. If you're really enjoying yourself, grab a subscription. You can just click the sub button on YouTube. It's completely free, or drop a follow on Twitch. And if you're enjoying yourself really much, a crazy amount, grab a membership. It's $2 on YouTube. And you get access to members-only streams and emotes. And also, we do stuff like Mario Maker or fighting games. You can just skip the line and just play your level or fight you immediately. Looks like from here on out, it's some man-made sea. This is gonna suck. It doesn't have much underwater mobility, so getting through this is looking pretty impossible. Can you check to see if there's anything in this area that could help with Sophia's underwater mobility problem? Yep, already on it. Just give me a sec here. Got it. Looks like I'm getting a signal from a chip that seems like it could help with getting Sophia through the sea. In the sea, though, I guess I'll have to dive in. Really rough. Sorry, clearing notifications off on my stuff. They're really rough, so please be careful. I was gonna save this for next time, but I don't want to start with the water area next time. I think we're just gonna power through the water, through the man-made sea, and we're gonna get out of here. Anyways, Eve, you got something to say? Before we call it for tonight. Yes, Fred's not in this area. Let's go look in another area. Not much to say about the man-made sea, which I guess is a good thing. He's just dead. Rip Bozo. So unfortunately for the man-made sea, kinda your first objective with Sophia is sink as far as you can. Okay, we got more crawling to do. Anything else I want to talk about right now? I guess before we go into this room, we'll talk about this Jason image, which is number 4. So a little more about Jason's design. You can see a little more stuff. And finally, I have an answer for you. I guess they're real. And then the random Eve. Yeah, just a little bit more on the design stuff. And that's Jason's finalized design. I love the idea of like the little like scouter there. I think that's really funny. Either way, let's keep moving. Oh, we don't have the thing that lets us cheat this level. But I really want the map. No! Lame. Fine, I'll play the level. I just don't want to. Although we do get to see cool fish. I love these little silhouettes. I genuinely want to know how this looks on stream. Like how does this actually look on stream as I'm moving around, like, underwater here? Like, let me get rid of these enemies real quick, like, and then we'll see them. Fish! Now, I want to just see, like, how does the effect look? Does it look, yeah, it looks about what I expect. Cool. Perfect. Anyways, back to Wave Beam. Mission as usual. Empty little room. Get out of here. Spinning fish! And with that, we get the map of the man-made sea. Yeah, why not? We'll check out we'll talk to Eve real quick. Seems like Fred's in the glacial area. First, let's look for a way to get to the next area. Eve really is not in the mood to yap right now, apparently. She said, I've yapped too much. Talk to me when you have something interesting to say, Jason. Nah, the girl loves yapping. She's just kind of being like, I don't know. She's being shy because we're streaming, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, also Spark Tackle. Pretty helpful for this area, just to move around the water a little quickly. Do I want to? I mean, you can. You can technically get back and do that level a lot faster later on, like, the return path. But it's the map, and the map's pretty helpful. Oh yeah, you also only get one Spark Tackle in midair, so keep that in mind. Boss room, okay. I mean, this is important. Out of my way. Oh boy, this area. It fills me with pain. So welcome to the closest thing you're going to get as platforming as top-down Jason. You gotta time those little platforms. That, though, not too bad. Where you fall into the steamy water. Oh, no. Honestly, not a bad option to actually be on these platforms is actually the deflector. Because you're going to be getting shot from a lot of different weird angles and you don't have a lot of room to maneuver with, so... Honestly, the deflector is not a bad option. I just kind of want to show off this little neat effect. I think it's cool. The deflector is actually not a bad pickup for these platforms. Just as, like, a thing to just carry on, because it's, again, a little funky on that little platform, trying to get the right angle you need to shoot. What if you get a nice little easy shot like this, you kind of just pump it full of wave beam and just call it a day there. Because, yeah, you don't want to give those things an option to see you. Jellyfish! It's so friggin' cool! Anyways. Warning. The layer of ambush room. That's it? Layer of these nuts. Now, it is the ambush room, and unfortunately these guys are a little tricky to see when they first pop out of these little rooms. Because they're blue on blue with these shadows covering everything, so just be careful. I do recommend Wave Beam here, honestly. As fun as Striker is, not being able to miss with Striker is a little worrying for this little fight. So genuinely, just kind of use the Wave Beam and just be careful. as you deal with the layer of ambush room. No, Eve. Oh, yeah, never mind. Oh, you know what, Eve? Tell me about the penetrator. Tell me about penetration, Eve. Gun level 2, penetrator. It fires projectile that can pass through walls and enemies too. Hitting the weak points of heavily armored enemies or destroying multiple blocks with one shot feels really satisfying. Thank you, Eve. The shield mine. So the shield mine is a little weird. It'll pop up and put this little shield so things can't like run into you and shoot you. It's helpful, but a little tricky to actually get some proper use out of. It's mainly a defensive weapon, as expected. And even little enemies that run into it should just be destroyed by it, yeah, so. It's helpful, but not the most useful thing in the world, but granted, you could get worse. I could put this up there and then I don't have to worry about any of these, like, enemy shots hitting me. It's like, it does its job, but spark tackle. Alright, now we get to go solo Jason for a little while. Okay. No mutants, Jason only. With his very funny large head of this sprite. Keep moving, nothing. Ooh, fish! Yeah, this area with Jason's not particularly great. I don't really like the swimming controls very much with Jason, or just in general. Because it's a water level, and water levels are always bad, but it could be worse. Fine, go lay back down. Good night. Alright, Claude, thank you for hanging out so long. I hope you enjoyed. And we'll be back with this next Monday, anyways, around 6 o'clock again. TST, so don't you worry, we're gonna finish Blaster Master. I genuinely really like this game. I think it's fantastic. I'm hoping people are enjoying this as much as I am. I think they are. I hope people are. I am. Okay, this area, we gotta go... Oh, yeah! It's this area. This area sucks. Yep, I gotta get that... I gotta catch that wave over there. And unfortunately for missing it, it's the long trek back. So I guess as we go through this, I'll pull up another thing to show off. This is the... Unfortunately, it is limited run, so it's a little cringe, but Blaster Master Zero actually got a physical edition through limited run in America. And I'll talk about the other physical edition of Blaster Master Zero later, but I think this is neat. I like this little box art. I think it's cute. It also comes with the DLC of all the playable extra characters. But I think it's just neat. I just want to show that off existing. Yeah, unfortunately, Jason's little rifle ain't enough to deal with that. No! No! Man, for chivalry! I gotta stream Shovel Knight at some point. Alright, let's go up. Yeah, it's probably gonna take a couple tries before we end, but I do want to finish this out first. No! Come on, man! Oh, I hate this so flippin' much. It fills me with anger and suffering. Suffering for the Jason. on! Hate it. Hate it. This part of the game sucks. I'm glad I'm not starting next stream with this. I don't think Jason's gun can do that. I think that's a Sophia thing. So I don't think Jason's dinky little blaster will do what he did. Yeah, it just gets deflected. Yeah, got it. There we go. There we go. Thank you, Eve. Speaking of which, how you doing, Eve? Jason, I checked the signal. You should find the chip inside there. Got it. Send me the signal when you get a second. Yep, roger that. Phew. Okay, time to sort through this intel and give Sophia a tune-up. Keep working like this, but my memory hasn't come back. I'm starting to get impatient with it all. I know Jason said that I shouldn't try to force it, but... Check out Sophia's database. There may be a clue in here somewhere. I can operate Sophia despite having lost my memory. There's gotta be something here, I know it. When I checked the database, I found a single piece of information that was locked behind some high-grade security. Is this information all confidential? Looks like I need some sort of authentication, but... I touched the monitor and Sophia's speech interface began to run. Confirming release of confidential information. Now beginning the authentication process. Now authenticating biometrics. Scanning target. Target identified as Android Nora 2057 Eve. Authentication complete. Now beginning Android keycode authentication. Verifying keycode. Keycode authentication complete. Permission granted to access confidential information. Now disclosing information. What's going on here? Why does it know my name? And what's this about an Android? With that voice, a massive amount of information was displayed before my eyes. As I was reading, I constantly felt these sharp pains in my head. I didn't want to know what was happening, but I knew what it was. I really should have stopped reading. I know this, and yet I could not allow myself to look away. I knew that I needed to see this so I could return to my real self. Hey, Cryo. At that moment, I remembered everything. How you doing, Cryo? Welcome in. How you doing? It's dark in here. Let's fix that. Alright, up this way. I need my alert box back up just in case. Need water head hit. Eve just really needs a glass of water. She's very dehydrated. I'm sure Sophia the Third could provide water. Or is your head hurt? If it is, I'm sorry. Get yourself some water. And coffee. But probably not. Well, probably will. Get coffee anyways. Anyways, enough of that. Let's head up here. This is what I think it is, right? Yes, it is. Water first, yeah. Oh, that's a biggin. Warning! The layer of Gurnahide. Now, remember when I was talking about a lot of enemies have, like, unique weaknesses to certain guns? Unfortunately, this enemy is weak to Wave Beam. So it just gets annihilated and doesn't even get to do its second phase. Yeah, it's kind of a pushover. And with that, we get the turret. A sub-weapon that once said fires bullets in scattering pattern. Pretty helpful pickup. Was that all there was in there? I feel like there's supposed to be more in here, right? Like, there's 2 exits? No, just 1. Like, yeah, it gets destroyed fast because it's weak to the strongest weapon in the game. So this wasn't even necessary. Oh, you gotta be pissing in my sink. Where do I go? I don't know why that's been my latest, like, Wingit thing. Not giving much trouble. Yeah, I mean, especially on normal mode. Once you get to, like, the harder difficulty of, like, breaker mode and that kind of stuff, then it becomes a lot more of a challenge, but the main campaign's honestly not that bad. Oh, We go up here. Somehow we go up here. Yeah, like this. Okay. Yeah, there's a horror campaign I do eventually plan on playing, but for now I want to just do the basic campaign just to show off the game for people to try, because it's a fun time. Oh, we got a little bit of a mini game here. Let's focus in. There we go, so we can minimize our crawl time. Have I shown off everything I wanted to show off right now? You know, we have a little bit of time before we go off places. Let's show off one more piece of art before one more, like, development thing before we move on. So, if you remember, I talked about, Jason's dorky shirt. Yeah, there's development stuff for that. But we're talking about exactly why we put Jason in a t-shirt. Taking the top screen of the Famicom game. The hexagon symbol, the slash backwards, point out, doesn't make sense for him to wear this. That's not the one I wanted to talk to. That's not the picture. This is kind of fun development stuff to show off, but you also get to see a sketch of Fat Fred. I love Fat Fred. Fat Fred is perfect. It's this one. Yeah, I wanted some that reference. And pictures of mountains make great lame graphic tees. So they just wanted a really lame shirt for Jason to be wearing. So they figured mountains would actually work. But here's some of the other optional shirts Jason could have actually been wearing at the beginning. Which I think is kind of cool. But I do like the idea that they specifically wanted a very lame shirt. They want a very lame shirt for Jason to be wearing. Don't know how much of a dork he is. Anyways, back to this area. So this area is a bit unique, as it has two entire exits. So if you can guess, we're probably taking both of them. Let's get up here and get moving on. It feels good to be back streaming though, I will say that. I feel like I'm getting back into the feng shui. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. I feel like I'm getting back into feng shui very well. Which, I mean, probably helps I was doing commentary the entire time while I was on break for the multi-game marathon, but I still feel the feng shui coming back. I think we take this path if we want the middle. Yeah, because I need to get, well, we need to go this way either way for both of them, so it doesn't really matter. There's just dudes down there. Oh, there's a little reference thing down there. We can't really see it too well, but there's a crab there. We fought a crab earlier, I think. But yeah, there's just a shell there. Something was shed or something. I actually forgot about that. Huh. Well, you know. Just be listening, fair enough. Well, may your drive be safe for how much longer we're going. Okay, this just... No, there's a path through here. Or is there only a path? There's only a path back through here. Okay. So yeah, we gotta go up and around. Got it. So yeah, we gotta take both paths anyway, so we're just gonna grab them both now. Because remember on my personal practice playthrough, I completely forgot about the second exit here. So we got a little bit of time here, so let's just kind of hang out here for a little bit, take the path. And I guess as I make my way slowly through here, I'll show off some more of the Eve beta stuff. Some of the getting closer to the designs they were looking for. We get to see a little bit more of them ironing out the design to get a little closer. We get a mix of like Type A and Type C, I think. Mostly A, though. And interestingly enough, if I can pull it up efficiently without losing much time here, And here's the last picture for the kind of mixture things of what they wanted to do to finish out Eve's design. Which, granted, I think Eve's design is perfect. I think they nailed her design perfectly. I don't think we went over this. Oh, I'm being careful. I can't see myself right now. Okay, I'm right here. Sorry, trying to be informative and playing, and I forgot to do pre-record in-flight entertainment. Future note to self, when you get to Blaster Master 02, pre-record some in-flight entertainment. Yeah, this is the one we want to go for first. This is the optional one, because this is where our next health upgrade is. Sweet. And now we get the slow trek back. Everybody's favorite. So I guess to talk more about what I was doing on my break, besides recording for the multi-game marathon, honestly just did a fair bit of cleaning, and honestly just kind of sat around and just relaxed. Hung out, just tried to hang out with people when I had a chance, and I've also been watching Smiling Friends, been watching that, which, after watching it, this has been the most Adult Swim show I've seen in a long, long time. And like, as a person who didn't grow up watching a bunch of Adult Swim just because I just never bothered because it was like, oh, it's not for me right now. I'm not in the right age demographic. And after watching a bunch of the Adult Swim programming now, it feels kind of like the ultimate combination of what Adult Swim was and still is. Because there's just a lot of scenes where characters are just sitting around talking and just nothing's really going on. Simple. Anyways, let's head up here. Crap. Oh, that's concerning. That's real blood. Ow. Get out of here. Oh, no. Bad time, Wingit. Real bad time to be losing your wave beam. Oh, piss. Let's use some of the tricky shots we can grab technically with the spread shot. Actually put this to advantage a little bit. It's not the greatest use for this, but we can get you some weird shots if need be. Are we just not getting any gun upgrades? Are you just going to be like that game? We're just going to be like that? Okay. Fair enough. There is not a gun upgrade in here. Uh-oh. Well, I guess this means we have to actually fight this legitimately. Well, let's do it. I haven't fought this boss legitimately in forever, because he just gets melted by wave beam like everything else. Is that the shadow I saw earlier? The chip signal is coming straight from it. No way, the thing is using the chip? This is bad news, Eve. I gotta take this thing down. What? Eve, are you alright? He's definitely inside Sophia, but it seems the transmission is bad. I hope nothing happened to her. Damn. Of all the times, please be safe, Eve. I'm not counting that as a swear, by the way. That's the in-game. Layer of the Abysmal Predator. Hard Shell. That's the game swearing, not me. Thankfully, you get a fair amount of just grenades here, so you can kind of just place down some turrets and just kind of use the piercing shot just to deal with it. Because the piercing shot goes through its annoying little shell. Oh no. Thankfully, if you get behind it, I do recommend putting this to work. So we're going to actually lay this turret here because it should go after the turret. We can go around. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to touch Hard Shell's butt. If you don't got wave beam, you're aiming for the booty. You're going for booty. And I recommend, if you get the chance, you use the Striker. Simply put, because you can get the most DPS, I'm pretty sure, that way. I think. Because the DPS of Striker kind of shoots as you shoot, and it does pretty good damage. Thank you. It's a Predator, hard show. But really, you need to walk up there, grab Striker and your grenades, and just spank it till it bleeds. Otherwise, you can just get some free little damage with your... Oh, no. Yeah, it's got a bit of a challenge when you actually have to deal with them properly. Yeah, unfortunately, it just sidesteps everywhere, so it's a little annoying to get that shot, but... Piercing shot will do its job pretty well. I hate you! Warning, the lair of the Abyssal Predator. Hard shell. Ba-da-ba. Where are you running? Oh, we're so close! Come on! We'll use grenade. Use a landmine, I guess, for now. And that's card shell. Okay. A little bit of a challenge without wave beam. I actually kind of like that. There we go. Where's our upgrade? Oh, we took a beam for this, but in the end, I think it's worth it. Because of what we get. Dive gear. Move freely underwater by using the jump button. Eve, can you hear me? Jason? Eve, you're safe. Thank goodness. Hey, what's the matter? I could be asking you the same question. Transmission to you was really unstable. I kept calling out to you. Did you not notice? Transmission? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't notice. Hey, I'm just glad that everything's alright. By the way, I got the chip. Heading your way now. Ah, right. Please be careful getting back, okay? Yeah, I will. And now for the trek back. Hoorah! And we've done all the rooms. We're good there. Cool. Just a matter of getting Jason back home in at least one piece. You could potentially get back in 2 pieces, but I'd prefer 1. At least Eve would prefer 1. Zoom! Be careful of that fish! I think we just take the waterway back now, because we just get the... yeah, buddy! Okay, good. Back in Eve. Back in Sophia. How you doing, Eve? Anything new to say? Laser shot. Nothing new. Thank you, Eve. Got nothing interesting to yap about right now, girl. Your yapping privileges are gonna be revoked, girl. Get to yapping better. No, I'm kidding. I can't take Eve's yapping privileges. Meanwhile, Starla's sitting in the background like, what the hell, man? This is bull. And now we can swim. Now the submarines are no match for us. We can now go as fast as the submarines. I am the ultimate all-terrain vehicle. The Black Hole Army won't know what hit them. Well, probably more Orange Star. By the way, Sophia can't actually jump out of the top of the water like this. You need to be near a corner to actually get out of the water. That's not really important right now, but it is important later. But for now, let's get to our next area before we call it a day. Looks like we made it to the glacier area. How's Fred's signal, Eve? All good. I can still pick it up. Great. How about all those mutants? Any changes since last time? Looks like some of them are still there, but most of them went elsewhere. I just can't get a read on these guys. What could they be up to? Jason, I know you want to find out, but we gotta focus on looking for Fred. Ah, yeah, that's true. Sorry. You're absolutely right. I'm sorry too. I spoke too strongly. The ground looks like it's gonna be frozen going forward, so please tread extra carefully. Alright then, I think with this, I think we are gonna call it here for today. We've been going for a little while. So, I want to say, first off, thank you all so much for watching, especially the coming back to streaming thing. Very helpful. This has been very nice. I'm very happy a lot of people actually showed up for this. It fills me with joy. I know what I'm really feeling like raiding right now, so I think we're just gonna not raid today, unfortunately. Still really looking that I'm just dying to raid, so... For now, I want to say thank you all so much for watching. I'll be back here tomorrow at 8:30 CST, so 30 minutes before this, with me, Zwiz, and Aloe for... what's it called? Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, so look out for that. Friday, we're going to be playing more Skullgirls. And Sunday, for the members, I'm doing a unique member stream. You're going to help me record videos for the multi-game marathon on Sunday. We're doing a Wii Day, so if you want to see that and get some of those videos early, grab a membership. It's only $2. Other than that, the next Blaster Master Zero stream will be next Monday at 6:30 CST. So prepare for the finale there, hopefully. But for now, I want to say thank you all again so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!